2-minute reviews of different land properties by me, Danielle Atkins, forester and land sales agent, giving you that forester's perspective of the opportunities and responsibilities of how to look at different properties. Let's get started. Today I'm going to be talking about 39 acres on Sunset Boulevard in Jessup, Georgia. As a reminder, I don't do any other due diligence besides looking at the area photograph, the listing description, and a few listing photos before I give my knee-jerk 2-minute reviews. So looking at this 39 acres, the first thing that I'm going to be noticing from that forester's perspective is that this is going to be considered a small landowner. Reminder, small landowners, anything 40 acres and under for traditional forest management work, okay? So at just under 40 acres, you are going to be considered a small landowner for any traditional forestry. The other thing I do take note of is that it is right behind this big subdivision here. So I did zoom out earlier and it looks like there are some large landowner holdings and pine plantations down there, but you are right adjacent to residential neighborhoods. What that's going to keep in mind for me is that although there doesn't have any listings of any restrictions on this property, you are likely to probably get some type of encroachment or maybe even some complaints for hunting on this property since you are right next to that subdivision, and you're definitely going to have to be a lot more self-aware for your buffer areas because you have that whole side that is neighboring with the subdivision. You get that little bit of angle that looks like maybe some type of access or like even walking or utility access more likely, and then you have big road frontage right here. And so for your hunting, you're gonna have to be a lot more strategic in how you're different angling things. Now, I do love that this has a ton of main road frontage, which means you have a ton of opportunity to start your access into the property. There does not look like there is any type of road system already established, so that is something you would have to be doing. And the majority of it does look like it is mature, but it looks like it's a primarily hardwood mix. So here from a live listing, it looks like, it's definitely more of a drainage way cutting through, but it does look like it does have some upland spots. So these bright green areas are definitely showing me as more hardwoods, that drainage, and the dark green, more of the pines probably, which means it's likely to have a little bit of upland suitability. So who's the ideal buyer for this type of property? In my professional opinion, this is a great opportunity for a homestead, home site, large acreage type of minded goal person, someone that wants to be close to town. You still want this space, and so at 39 acres you have a lot of space to have as your own, even your own personal hunting type of property, but you wouldn't necessarily be doing traditional forest management because of the size. And if you want to talk about this property, I'd love to talk to you. Shoot me a message and I'll put the listing agent's information in the caption below.